How does a man claw his way from a frozen Chicago alley to a corner office? Michael Carter, 32, shivered under a torn coat, his breath fogging in the bitter wind. Just months ago, he was a factory worker in a quiet Illinois town, dreaming big. Now, jobless, evicted, and abandoned by his wife, who took their son, he was nothing. Failure, his boss's final word, echoed as he rummaged through icy dumpsters for scraps. Neighbors' stares burned, friends vanished. Alone on a park bench, Michael's stomach growled, his hope nearly dead. "Is this my life now?" he whispered, tears freezing on his face. But in that despair, a faded diner sign glowed. "America, land of second chances." Something snapped. "I'm not done," he growled. Begging for a dishwashing job, he faced snickers from patrons who knew his fall. Each greasy plate scrubbed was a vow. "I'll rise." The town laughed, calling him a dreamer doomed to fail. Yet, Michael's heart roared louder. Cold, broke, but unbroken. He took his first step toward redemption, unaware the fight of his life was just beginning. Michael's hands bled from scrubbing dishes, but the $50 in his pocket felt like a lifeline. Renting a cramped room in his Illinois town, he traded park benches for a lumpy mattress. Sleep was scarce, doubt was not. "You're wasting your time," his sister hissed over a crackling phone call before hanging up. Michael ignored the sting, sneaking into library workshops to learn sales by night. A gym owner, impressed by his hustle, tossed him a chance: sell memberships. Heart pounding, Michael's first pitch flopped, clients laughed him out. Crushed, he clutched a photo of his son, whispering, "This is for you." A late-night radio ad blared. "Keep pushing." It hit like a spark. He practiced pitches until his voice hoarse, turning rejections into lessons. His second try? A $75 commission, pure gold. The town still scoffed, calling him a fool chasing shadows. But Michael stacked pennies, buying a battered laptop for ideas. Then, a blow. The diner cut his hours. Desperate, he delivered papers at dawn, exhaustion his shadow. "I won't quit," he vowed, eyes burning with grit. Each step screamed defiance, building momentum for a fight far from over. Michael's sales job hung by a thread, rejection stacked up, his boss's warnings sharp. "You're no good at this," a coworker sneered, their laugh slicing deep. In his small Illinois town, Michael felt like a ghost. Even his family stopped calling. One rain-soaked night, broke and bone-tired, he slumped in his room, staring at a cracked mirror. "Am I enough?" he muttered, doubt clawing at his heart. A childhood memory flashed his father's voice. "America rewards fighters." It jolted him. He taped "Keep Pushing" to his wall, cold-calling businesses until his throat burned. Then, a gut punch. A big client ditched him, wiping out his savings. Quitting seemed so easy. But no. Michael pawned his last watch for bus fare to a networking event. There, a grizzled entrepreneur saw his fire. "Kid, you've got it, don't stop." Fueled, Michael tweaked his pitch, landing 2 clients in days. The town's jeers softened to whispers of shock. Each no sharpened his edge. Each yes electrified his soul. His mantra echoed, "No doubt can break me." A business contest loomed, his biggest shot yet. The stakes were sky high, and Michael was ready to swing. Michael's heart thundered as he stepped into the local business pitch contest, clutching a cleaning service plan scrawled on napkins. This was his shot to escape the shadows of his small Illinois town. Facing stern judges, he poured out his story: grit, loss, hope. His voice wavered but held. Their verdict? Not polished enough. The rejection crushed him. Rain-soaked streets mirrored his tears. "Back to nothing?" he whispered, slumping in his room. A library book's quote sparked fire. "Failure forges winners." Michael dove back in, studying competitors, refining his pitch until it shone. He entered another contest, nerves steeled. This time, his raw passion gripped the room. "Winner," they declared, handing him $5,000. Joy surged, the town buzzed, skeptics stunned. Michael launched his business from a rented garage, hiring 2 locals who'd known struggle. Early days were chaos, broken equipment, missed jobs, but he led with heart. A factory contract landed, tripling his income. From alleys to this, he marveled. Yet, a rival's sabotage loomed, threatening to unravel it all. Dream big, fight harder, Michael vowed, his resolve ironclad. The stage was set for a battle that would define his legacy. Michael's cleaning business surged, employing 10 from his struggling Illinois town. Contracts poured in, each a brick in his American dream. But hurdles persisted. Faulty machines, stalled jobs, a disloyal worker leaked client lists. Why now? Michael groaned, yet pivoted fast. Learn, adapt, win. He rallied his team, sharing his story. Obstacles are our fuel. Successes stacked a local entrepreneurship award. A newspaper spotlight. Former mockers now sought his advice. He bought a small home, a haven for his sons' visits, their laughter healing old wounds. A corporate giant dangled a buyout, tempting but hollow. This is my fight, Michael declared, innovating instead with a booking app. Revenue hit 6 figures. His story exploded on X, inspiring thousands. No nights too dark, he told reporters. He mentored local kids, proving anyone could rise. Yet, quiet nights brought whispers of doubt. Michael's anchor? Relentless grit. Keep pushing through pain. A rival's smear campaign threatened his biggest contract, but he prepped a bold pitch to save it. His rise electrified the town, but the peak loomed. One final test awaited, promising to cement his legacy or break him. Michael was ready to soar. Michael stood tall on the town hall stage. His son's proud eyes locked on him. At 35, he'd transformed from a homeless outcast to a CEO employing dozens across his Illinois town. His cleaning empire now served multiple cities. I was broken, sleeping in alleys, he told the cheering crowd. But America said, fight on. Every no fueled my fire. His voice broke, raw with truth, gripping every heart. The town that once mocked him now celebrated. Michael stayed humble, funding shelters and mentoring dreamers. Failure's your teacher, he urged. His story, viral on X, sparked a movement. Letters flooded in. You gave me hope. Revenue soared, but his real win was his son's hug, a bond rebuilt. Dream big, he whispered to him. As music swelled, Michael's words rang. No matter how dark, your American dream waits. The crowd roared, inspired to chase their own paths. He'd built more than a business, a legacy of grit. His final vow echoed, keep pushing, always. Lights dimmed, but his message blazed, urging all to rise from nothing. Michael's triumph wasn't just his, it was a call to action. Your dream starts now.